everyone. Happy Thursday. And welcome back to Sin City Crypto Live. My name is David. I'm one of your co-hosts. And today we are coming at you live from our studio here in Las Vegas, Nevada with our daily live show. Today, big news regarding the largest Bitcoin Bitcoin miner in the space. Core Scientific is going bankrupt. What does that mean? What are the implications? We also have a guest, AJ from Satoshi Society, will be joining us in about 25 minutes to do some TA, big Polygon news, and much more. But before we can get into content, I'm going to introduce you to your second co-host, Big Rob. What's up?
Hola! It's your boy, Big Rob, back in the house. Welcome to Sin City Crypto. If it's your first time checking us out, we're an entertainment-focused cryptocurrency channel where we take the old, the more, the stale information. We package it up in a fun and sexy way. Also, here at Sin City Crypto, we don't just do live streams. We also do short-form content and active on social media as well. And then Bitcoin's at 20K, bro.
20K.
Are you excited?
No.
You're not. No. We're over 20K. We've been over 20K.
I am excited then.
And it is now support.
If
right?
we are over 20K, I'm excited. If we are at 20K,
it's just like me and you. I support you.
Wow.
20K now supports Bitcoin.
Amazing.
And it doesn't resist it.
You don't support me, though.
You know who now I'm resisting now.
I want to support.
Sorry. We flipped. I'm resisting you.
Yeah. You know, Robin, we have a lot to talk about today.
Okay.
So,
well, let's get into a real quick roll call. So we got Destroyer, I think. Was he first in the chat or no? Okay. Okay. Yeah, sorry, I don't have my normal laptop. David lost his. We got Jason first in the chat. Round of applause for Jason. We also got Crick Cats, Fino, Destroyer. We got Crypto Billionaire, Broke Yoshi, Atomic Adam, Tox, Michael Miller, Jason S, Cashman. We also got Big Chili Willie, Servando, and Luis, Black Eyed Child. Hola! Welcome, IMJ, Liberty in Trust. Hola! And hit the like button is in-house, also in studio as well in the form of a sign. Make sure you help us out. Hit the like button. Stop playing around. Hit that damn like button. And then we got Blake up in here, Sir Babe, Handcastle, Moby Sage, and Lala, and Aaron, and Fino, and Blake. There we go. I don't know.
Aaron.
And Sean Burns Jr. So there you go.
And Rob is here. Is that you?
Hey, Rob is here. Hola! What up, bro?
Crypto Sinners. I like that. That's a good one. All right. I don't want to waste time.
Let's go.
You want to waste time?
No.
Okay.
And Alex is in here. Hola.
Alex, what's up? Marathon is going to be going bankrupt next. We'll see, man.
Ooh, that's a local Las Vegas company.
I don't think this move is as big news as Robin thinks it is. But we'll get into that. I'm sure, you know, it's going to be a fun show today. So we have currently market cap right under $1 trillion, 997 billion, 88 billion in volume. Down from about 130 billion yesterday. Bitcoin ETH dominance at the same levels. Bitcoin coming in at 20,600. Pretty stagnant across the hour. Same thing over the 24-hour. But over the last 7 days, up 7.7%. And we will get into some TA later on here in about 15-20 minutes. We have a TA expert coming on the show. ETH coming in at 1556, up 20% over the last 7 days. BNB coming in at number 3 if we take the stable coins out. XRP, pretty flat. Yeah. Only up 3% over the last 7 days. And then Cardano up 15% to 40 cents. Solana and Doge rounding out the top 10. Doge 28% over the last 7 days.
David,
now,
your wife is in the chat. She dropped you a message. That is so nice.
My wife is here, yeah.
Yeah, she says, Big Rob is my favorite host of the show.
You are such a piece
Way
of
better than David,
dude,
sure by a mile. That is,
you are such a clown,
I
bro.
am.
Guys,
you know, the truth comes out.
My wife would never say that. I lost my laptop, and so I'm using Robin's, and I brought my wife's laptop in, and so Robin logged in with her Google account, and yeah, nice try though, buddy. You're such an idiot. All right, so Doge up 28%. You know, I forget who it was. It was one of the H Barbarians. By the way, if you're here from the H Bar community and you found your way to Sin City through our Mance Harmon interview we did yesterday, welcome. I think H Barbarian is probably my favorite moniker for a crypto community. But they were saying, how the hell is Doge, the price of Doge, more than price of Hedera? And Doge has unlimited supply. Well, you have Elon Musk. You have the Twitter thing. A lot of people are speculating that Elon's going to come in there, and everything payment related that's crypto related on Twitter is going to go through Doge.
Did you see he brought a sink in the? What is that about?
Elon he's a funny dude, man.
Was he like throwing away everything in the kitchen sink?
Was that a comment? Or so he comment? Did you see that?
He said like let it sink in.
Yeah,
but I think. I don't know.
He's pretty funny, man. He's a funny dude.
You find that funny?
I like Elon. Yeah, I do. And then Polygon. So we have some big news regarding Polygon today. And we're going to get some tea on that as well. That is up 11% over the last 7 days. We take a look at the crypto boobels. This is on the daily. Clayton Network up 23.9%, followed by Doge at 11.3%. The biggest losers, besides Robin, is WeMix. No idea what that is, down 28%. And then Toncoin, which is the Telegram coin, which Ben and Robin called a cash. All right, was it Ben? No, Seth and Robin called a cash grab on the show yesterday. You still feel that way?
Did they change something?
No.
Okay. Yes.
Casper down 8.8%, and then Quant.
Also, we got Kelly, first time here. Hola!
That was cool.
Okay. Crypto Fear and Greed Index coming in at 32, down from 33 yesterday. And then looking into the traditional markets, you have everything flat except the Dow is up 1.1%. I lied. Not everything's flat. S&P is flat, down 7 points. Dow is up 358 points, and NASDAQ is down 126 points. Meta is getting clobbered. That's part of the reason why the NASDAQ is down. And then finally the VIX, which is the volatility index, that is down 0.81%.
You know, there is a lot of disappointment when it comes to the metaverse Meta project. And so, are we covering that article today? Or just
we are.
Okay, cool. We'll get in a little more detail.
That's the plan.
Okay.
You got anything else?
No.
Weren't you saying something?
I was gonna talk about the metaverse thing, but if that's an article later,
okay, got you.
We'll wait till later.
I was a little confused. All right, now Robin.
Okay, pass.
Obviously, we heard the news about Core Scientific. Okay, I'm gonna start painting a picture for you guys. Okay, and then
you are not artistic, bro.
I know, but everything's gonna come together. So we're gonna go all the way back to April 28th of this year. Okay. Bitcoin miner Core Scientific inks deal with Bitmain for 112,000 ant miners. No, we're not talking about mining actual ants. That is the name of the ASIC unit. Core Scientific, the largest mining host in North America, just got bigger. Remember, this is from April. Just got bigger as it completed a purchase of 112,800 application-specific circuit. That is what ASIC stands for, if you weren't familiar. Bitcoin mining machines from Bitmain. They bought S19s, 19 Pros, 19J, Pro JM miners to double its inventory of mining machines. The agreement also authorizes Core Scientific to repair Bitmain machines that are under warranty. Now, here's the important part I want you guys to remember and clock it in your head, okay? Or put it in the bank. Core Scientific will use half of the machines for its own mining and the other half under contract with existing clients, okay? Remember that. Existing clients, half. All right, this is from October 5th. So about 3 weeks ago, Core Scientific announces September updates. This is a quote from Core Scientific. We continue growing our infrastructure and operating servers in September. Bitcoin production was impacted across the company data centers due to several unique circumstances, including severe weather events and electrical equipment manufacturer defects. Despite the challenges, Core Scientific continued to lead the industry in Bitcoin production. We produced 1,213 Bitcoin for our own account. We expanded our total fleet, owned and co-located, which is what it referred to in the last article, to approximately 232,000 servers, representing approximately 22.5 exahashes per second, which is around 10% of the total Bitcoin network. As of month end, the company operated approximately 232,000 ASIC servers for both seller. Okay, I already read that. All right. Now, I'm going to stop there, Rob. And are you surprised that during all this uncertainty, they continued to spend as the Fed was hiking rates? They knew energy prices were going up. They were already going up at the time they were adding more miners. Was this negligible on Core Scientific's part to continue to spend money in this end when they knew something like a recession was looming?
Do me a favor. Will you pull up kind of the stock price history on Core Scientific?
Yeah.
Okay. Now remember, outside of our little crypto bubble, a successful company has successful investors and investments are measured in stocks, price of stocks, what they're trading for. That's literally how you invest in a company. And so Core Scientific is down, bro.
You sure you want to see this? This looks like a meme coin, dude.
Does it?
This literally looks like a freaking meme coin. Give me a second.
Good God. And I'm not even talking about this month. I mean, yeah, we'll take a look at the month. So the news broke of possible bankruptcy. Good Lord, man.
Let me get the chart ready here, guys, and I'll share the laptop.
So a couple things. One, you have the price of Bitcoin being down in correlation to the price of Bitcoin being down. All companies that are tied to the hip with the price of Bitcoin or with volume or their business model is one-to-one with crypto. Obviously, your company's stock is going to go down.
Here you go, Rob. Ready?
You can look at Coinbase as an example. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah. Wow. That's the 1 month. Take a look at the 1 year. The 1 year chart. So they had already been losing money, and so all the way going back to that's December. So basically, the height of the market, you had a $14 price. Now it's at 25 cents, and so before it even dropped to 25 cents, it was at $1.
Guys,
so
74%.
So you went for. I mean, take away the news of bankruptcy. You went from $14 to $1. So that is money invested in your company, how much your company's essentially worth in a sense.
Or what traders think it's worth.
Yeah, but that's how much money you got invested, essentially, into the company. And so you're hemorrhaging value. And then on top of that, at that height of the market, when your company's valuation was way higher than it is now, and you could take on more debt because you had a lot more credit lined up. You had you had Bitcoin on hand that was worth at the time $60,000 for each one. You were able to take on massive debt, and there was no shortage of headlines when it came to Core Scientific. Core Scientific was not a prominent player before this bull market, or at least not front and center, famous, publicly traded. They lead. Core Scientific, it has the most hash rate. This is not Core Scientific. Let that sink in. The number one miner, top dog, first place, most hash rate, most Bitcoin mined every day, Core Scientific. If you're not familiar who they are, they're the top dog in the block. Now, that said, they bought tons of ASICs. There was no shortage of articles where the discussion was, hey, they're going to buy blah, blah, blah amount of ASICs. They're going to buy this amount of ASICs. We couldn't even pull them all up because there was just no shortage of them. And so they went all in leveraging debt, and they were buying all these ASICs during the height of the supply chain issues, where microchips, the basic heartbeat and the foundation to the ASICs, to the mining units, they literally just are a computer chip.
Yeah, but okay, here's one thing to their, I don't want to say credit, but to come into their defense. They were buying this grip load of miners before Do Kwon just set the entire market spinning.
But they were overpaying for them. That's where I'm getting at. At least whatever, even if it wasn't overpaid at the time, the price of those units now versus then, way different. And so they leveraged debt on an item that is now lost value. Their company has lost value. Their Bitcoin that they have on hand has lost value. They still have to pay back interest on debt. And they literally came out. Did we cover this yet? They came out and they said, hey, we're not making payments on our debt. We're not making payments on our debt for the last 2 months.
Here you go.
And bankruptcy on the table. Go ahead, break it down.
Core Scientific considers bankruptcy, sourced from Blockworks. Core Scientific's existing cash resources will be depleted by the end of this year or sooner, according to a company filing with the SEC. Core Scientific has decided to skip upcoming payments as it faces liquidity and operational issues. They have also hired advisors to consider restructuring its capital structure or seeking relief through bankruptcy. Operating performance and liquidity has been severely impacted by the lower Bitcoin price, litigation with the bankrupt crypto lender Celsius, and the increases in electricity costs and global Bitcoin hash rate. The company's stock was down. Well, now we know 75%. A couple quotes here. Given the uncertainty regarding the company's financial conditions, substantial doubt exists about the company's ability to continue. This is what Core Scientific stated in their filing with the SEC. This is the next quote is here from Chris Brendler, which is a senior equities analyst. I've been hearing a lot of bad things about Bitcoin miners who are more susceptible to rising energy costs and have a lot of debt. Core Scientific is both of those. Rob, you think this is bad, bro? Wait, and I told you guys, remember, half of their mining goes to companies, right? And, well, guess what company it was? Guess what company it was? Celsius. The securities filing Thursday comes after the company, Core Scientific, accused bankrupt crypto lender Celsius of not paying its own bills to Core Scientific. The mining company said it's paying an additional $1.65 million to host Celsius's mining operation, according to the motion that Core Scientific filed on October 19th in bankruptcy court, Celsius's bankruptcy court. The motion said the contract charges Celsius a flat rate that doesn't count for spikes in the cost of crypto mining, here we go. Core Scientific is running 10,885 Bitcoin mining machines for Celsius. Shutting these machines off would cut off millions in revenue Celsius has been using to pay for its bankruptcy proceedings. And Core Scientific is asking the court to force Celsius to either pay its bills or terminate their contract. And this matter will be addressed in November in court. Celsius. Now, overall, I don't think bankruptcy is that big of a deal for Core Scientific. I think it'll actually help Core Scientific. I think it'll actually be a positive for Bitcoin mining.
Okay.
Elaborate.
How many companies and individuals, wealthy individuals, declare bankruptcy and everything goes on fine? United did this. I believe Delta did this. I believe Pepsi did this. Celsius is currently doing this, and they're still operating. What bankruptcy allows you to do, of course, depends on what kind of bankruptcy, but I would assume it would be Chapter 11, which is what Celsius does, which is what Voyager is doing, and they're able to continue to operate, but just restructure their debt. And so, obviously, they have some bad deals that happen. Obviously, they overpaid for miners. Obviously, it was wrong timing, and the price is down. So what better way would you rather them not declare bankruptcy? They can't raise money. No one's going to put money into their company. The stock is plummeting. People are scared, especially in the mining industry, where difficulty's going up, hash rate's going up, and energy's going up. So wouldn't you rather them restructure their debt, get more cash strong, and continue to mine Bitcoin and still be around? It's just a restructuring of debt. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's very common for large businesses and enterprises to do bankruptcy. That's kind of my take on it. Where am I wrong?
Okay, I want to hear this one.
Oh, my Lord.
What's wrong? What's wrong about that assessment?
Like, first of all, the shakeup that will come up from the number one miner declaring bankruptcy is gonna have some major ripple effects. Major effects on the entire miner space, the entire Bitcoin space, the entire crypto space. And if you think that they're going to file bankruptcy and that they're just going to wipe their hands clean, okay, this is how bankruptcy works. Those examples that you pulled up, Pepsi, if Pepsi files for bankruptcy, they cannot go and liquidate their soda cans. There's nobody that's going to buy that. And so what's going to happen is that you go file for bankruptcy, they're going to liquidate their assets that they can pay back the investors. So literally their business model, all the ASICs they got in warehouses are going to get sold. all of them, to pay back debt. And you're going to stack interest payments on it. So they're going to literally lose everything to clear debt. So that way, the company itself...
Did Delta and United, did they have to liquidate their airplanes to cover debt? No.
I'm sure they probably did have to sell some of their fleet. I'm sure they had to... This is a different business. This literally, the resale value on these ASICs are what the market price is. And so if you're going to try to resell an airplane, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of complications there. But you know what? The beauty of a Bitcoin miner is that you unplug it from the wall, you put it in a box, and you send it to the competition. That's it. And you think a judge isn't going to be like, yo, you owe $110 million, and you have $200 million worth of ASICs sitting there. What do you think the judge is going to do?
But Judge, if
I'm just saying, like, literally, what do you think the judge is going to do? Especially if the lawyers that are out here representing the debtors are like, yo, just sell their ASICs. Literally, they're going to be in court and be like, sell their ASICs. Here's a list of buyers. Marathon,
Marathon's about to go under too.
But here's the thing, you think that these other, not everybody's underwater, and whoever's not underwater, if they can get ASICs at a discount from a flash liquidation sale.
Rob, let me ask you a question, okay? You play bankruptcy judge, and I'll play core scientific, okay? Bankruptcy judge says you need to liquidate.
How are you going to say what I say? If I'm going to be bankruptcy judge, you can't tell me what I'm going to say.
Go ahead. I'm core scientific. You're the bankruptcy
Okay, you're core
judge.
scientific.
Go.
Okay, you're filing for bankruptcy?
Yes. Hey, Judge.
Says here, sir, core scientific, you owe $200 million.
You know, we totally...
in debt. How do you plan on paying for this debt?
Well, we understand that, and we understand the climate right now, and we don't see this continuing, the energy prices being so high, inflation being so high. So we do see relief coming in the short to medium term, but right now we're in a little bit of hot water.
You're trying to default on your debt. You can't pay it?
So currently right now...
It's a question, yes or no?
Currently right now, we are not able to service all the debt, but...
Do you have assets on hand?
We do, but we have a plan. But if... It'll be much better for the debtors, for the creditors.
We actually have the lawyers representing the debtors here. They said that they're fine liquidating your ASICs and selling it to the competition for 85% of value.
It would benefit,
and they will cover all costs. So.
It would benefit the creditors if we continue to mine Bitcoin, and as energy prices come down, and as the Bitcoin price goes up, they will be able to get their money back. Plus,
that's a nice little fairy tale story that doesn't exist.
I'm just saying, man. Like,
bro, if you think that a business model that relies on ASICs with the hash rate at all-time highs, we're not going to come out of the bear market until probably late 2023, maybe early 2024. You think that they're going to all of a sudden rise out of these ashes? And I understand that the bankruptcy takes a while, but there's no way they resolve their internal issues and start generating some massive profits with hash rate as difficult as, hash rate high, difficulty high, profits low. And I mean, you said it yesterday. You think that the average price of Bitcoin is going to fall in 20,000 something.
I did?
Yeah. Remember Ben asked you? You were like, yeah.
No, I said the bottom.
You said 25,000.
Average for next year. Average price for next year.
So if you're still going to have similar difficulty, and yet you're going to have similar difficulty, but yet you're not turning very much profit. And if you're underwater, you're not going to be able to come out of that, man. And so if they go to a bankruptcy court, they're going to have to liquidate their ASICs.
But Chapter 11...
That's the backbone of their company.
Chapter 11 is meant to give companies a fresh start. It's meant to give them the option to restructure all the debt they have and continue to grow and continue to operate and come out of it.
But they have a resellable unit. It's like if a jeweler declares bankruptcy, they're going to sell all the jewels. I'm just saying that it's a little different if it's a company that has just, like Celsius, for example, they just... were irresponsible and they ran up debt and spent all their money, and they just don't have enough assets to cover. They don't have enough worth. Like, you could literally liquidate all of Celsius and you can't pay back the debt. Or not even close to it. And a lot of it comes from these people having lavish lifestyles, buying cars and all this other crap. And I'm not saying that Core Scientific doesn't, but their business models are a little different. And Celsius lost money. They literally got liquidated because of debt that was leveraged to other companies. And so they had this cascading effect, and they are underwater on the balance sheet significantly. And you have a company that literally leveraged debt to buy a product. In the same way that if you go buy a car you can't afford, what happens when you don't make your payments? They come and repo it. And the same thing is going to happen. If Core Scientific leveraged their debt to buy ASICs, the ASICs are sitting right there. You think they're not going to take them? It's just business, bro. That's how things run in this world. Anyways, let's move on. We got a guest. Let's go.
We do. But real quick, before we bring on the guest.
Yes.
Isn't it crazy? Like, one man, Doo Kwan. One man literally is going to take out the largest CFI. One of the, who else did they take down? One of the largest VC firms in the space. And now one of the largest the largest Bitcoin mining company. All right.
And also hit the like button, guys.
Hit the like.
Stop playing.
Yes. All right. So today's guest, we're going to bring him on, is AJ from Satoshi Society. AJ, welcome to Society Crypto. How you doing, my friend?
Yeah, I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you for having me. I love your channel. I've been following it for a while now, and I love what you guys are doing here. So it's good.
We appreciate it, man. Now, we know you typically do your show with your partner, Ben. I saw Ben the Preacher, right? I see that. Is there a backstory to that you kind of want to share? Is he an actual preacher?
To be honest, he came up with it himself.
Kind of like Robin and Big Rob.
It was a gift of God. It hit me, and I was like, you know what?
All right, Jeb. All right, AJ, do us a favor. Tell our community kind of, maybe spend a minute, talk about your journey in crypto and what people can expect, what kind of content they can expect when they come to your channel.
Yeah. So for myself, I've been in crypto for around 3 years, sort of when COVID happened. A lot of people lost their jobs, including myself, and I needed to find somewhere to make money, and crypto sort of just fell on my lap, and I got into crypto that way. And so our channel that I run with Ben, Satoshi Society, he focuses more on the fundamental side of things, and myself, I focus on the technical side of things, so looking at the charts, and together, we try and look at how we can use the fundamentals and the technicals to sort of predict where the price is going to go and what's going to happen within the crypto market.
That's amazing. And I know you guys have a really good dynamic. I know you handle all the TA and you guys do. I watched a few of your episodes. You guys do some shows separate, but I think it's definitely dynamic when you're together because he kind of brings the viewpoints and you back it up with the charts. So we're going to get into the charts here in a little bit, but you live in the UK, correct?
I do, yes.
Now, what is obviously, Liz Truss stepped down. And you have Rishi Sunak, who stepped in. Robin believes he's a puppet. I haven't done that much.
He literally married a millionaire.
He did, a billionaire. Indian oil tycoon or something. Married the daughter. So a lot of people are saying the only reason he rose to where he is because of money. What's the sentiment amongst the people in the UK? Do they believe in the new prime minister? Are they excited? What are the crypto folks saying there in the UK?
To be perfectly honest with you, I think everyone here has lost hope in the government. Everyone's lost hope in the prime ministers. And to touch on what you said, I think he used to actually work for Goldman Sachs, if I am correct. So I know he's established himself in sort of the traditional market previously as well. But to be honest with you, everyone in the UK has sort of lost faith within the government, and looking at the news, a lot of people are saying that they are not too happy about him being being in charge, and they don't really have trust in him. They don't really have faith within him. So it's not looking too good here.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he did work for Goldman Sachs.
And he graduated from Stanford University. So he's got ties to the U.S. here. All right, AJ, let's get into some charts. So Bitcoin's sitting at 20,600. What are the charts telling you? Are we is 20K good support now? Or what should we expect in the short and maybe medium term?
yeah, so hopefully you can see my screen there.
We're good.
Yeah, so taking a look at the chart, starting off with Bitcoin, for me, we've had this rally towards the upside. Of course, everyone's getting really excited about this, but for me, I don't see this rally continuing unless we can see bullish momentum coming into the market. If we take a look at this daily chart that I have here, we can see we've broken towards the upside of this descending triangle. However, the volume just isn't really there. We are getting slight spikes within the volume. However, we would like to see a bigger spike than this. We want to see bigger spikes than these previous volume candles here. So for me, this break towards the upside is just not fully sustained because we don't have this large amount of volume coming in. And that is why I am currently short. And, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I do think we are going to see the price of Bitcoin have a pullback, at least in the shorter term, because what I'm looking at is this 4-hour chart here. We've been in this range since the 13th of September. As you can see, from the value area highs up here, we have actually ended up at the value area low after testing these value area highs, and the same story vice versa. From the value area lows down here, we have ended up at the value area high. And you could say, yes, we have finally broken above this range because we've broken above these previous highs from back here, and we've broken the previous high of the top of the range, which is at around $20,500. However, there is a lot of resistance coming in for me right now, and this is why I am currently short on Bitcoin, especially in the shorter term. So if we zoom out a little bit here, we can see, so from value area, so from the high here, from this swing high here to the low of this range, we can see that the golden pocket, which is, comes in as resistance, is actually coming in sort of between $21,000 and $21,200 approximately. We also have an ascending triangle, so we have resistance coming in here, we have support coming in here. Ascending triangles, they do tend to be bearish, but as of right now, I'm not looking for a breakout because we are a long way away from that support as of right now. But we also have this blue horizontal level coming in here as well. So there's a lot of resistance for me. And as we can see, the price of Bitcoin is struggling to actually get above this cluster of resistance. And this is why I am short, because I do anticipate that the price of Bitcoin is most likely going to have a pullback, potentially down to this support level here at the bottom of the ascending triangle. So that's my view on Bitcoin right now. And to follow that up, the DXY is actually looking fairly bullish right now. We sort of have the same thing happening on the DXY, but just inverted. We have the descending parallel channel coming in on the DXY, and we have support coming in. So if we take a look here, we can see we are finding support at the bottom of this descending parallel channel, and we do have this support level coming in here, which has been support here and been previous resistance before that break towards the upside. So for me, it's looking like the DXY could actually bounce potentially all the way back up to 113. And as we know, if we are going to see this DXY push towards the upside, it is bearish for the crypto and the traditional markets because they are inversely correlated. The DXY traditional market, the traditional market and Bitcoin, they are inversely correlated. So when we see the DXY go up, we do see traditional markets and Bitcoin come down. To add on to that as well, we also have a hidden bullish divergence. So if your viewers may know that a bullish divergence, we do tend to see the price come towards the downside, so form lower, and then the RSI form higher highs. However, what we are seeing here is we are actually seeing a hidden bullish divergence because we are seeing lower lows on the RSI, so momentum towards the downside, but we are seeing higher highs on the on the DXY chart. So this is just another indication to me that we could see the DXY have another push towards the upside, which of course is going to be very bearish for Bitcoin, and we could see actually have this rejection, which is already we're already seeing this rejection, but we could see a bigger rejection back down to this support level if we do see this DXY find support here and push towards this resistance level here. Now, of course, weeks being valid, we could see Bitcoin actually push towards the upside, but we would have to break this cluster of resistance for that to happen. So right now, for me, I am more bearish in the short term for Bitcoin, and I would expect, if we do stay below this cluster of resistance here, I would expect the price of Bitcoin to come down to this support level, maybe at around $19,300 or $200. So that's my sort of expectations for Bitcoin in the shorter term.
Do you think we'll stop at 20K before we get to that 19.6 that you're talking about?
For support, I don't, we can have a look here. So we have previous resistance that is coming in around this level. So let's say, it's around $20,400. We do have that support coming in, because if we have a look here, we can see previous resistance there as well. So there is some support, because previous resistance always flips into support. So yes, we could maybe find support, and you can see that we came very close to it right here. But yes, we could actually find support maybe at $20,400 approximately, maybe bounce off there, come and retest this cluster of resistance here again, and maybe break towards the upside. That is a possibility. But until I can see a break towards the upside of this cluster of resistance, I am going to remain bearish, and especially with that DXY holding support here as of right now. If we do break below this cluster of support, then yes, I do think that we could see Bitcoin push towards the upside. But right now, we are below this resistance, and we are getting rejected on this resistance. So I do think we are going to see the price come down. But yeah, as you said, around $20,000, so $20,400. If we hold that support, that could be nice. But if we break below that, then I would think that we would come down to around $19,200 or $300, around that level.
Interesting. Okay. I mean, if we make lower highs, then it kind of looks like a bull flag might be forming on the on that Bitcoin chart there.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of in your camp. I do think we're going to pull back. There are a couple interesting narratives that would, obviously push the charts in certain directions. You have the midterm elections here in the U.S., which has traditionally been pretty bullish for stocks in general, and also risk on assets in the form of crypto. And, also we have the energy situation there in Europe. And, we're getting into the dead of winter. And I think, with the pipelines being closed over there to Germany, what is that? How is that going to affect the DXY? And, if countries are struggling economically, you could, that support level you're putting on the DXY could be, the point of reversal as we get into these colder months. So,
yeah. Now, I know you had, AJ, I know you had some, you were talking about treasury yields, right? Do you have any charts on those?
Yes, yeah. So I sort of wanted to, see what your opinion on, we've had our opinion on our channel as well. But, say you had two people. You were to put your money away for 10 years, and then you were to put your money away for 2 years. You would think that putting your money away for 10 years, that you would see a higher yield. However, right now, we are seeing the 2-year actually exceed the 10-year yield. So the 10-year is at 3.962% as of right now, and the 2-year is at 4.342%. So we can see that the 2-year has exceeded the 10-year yield. And if we have a look at this here, we can see this is the 2 and the 10-year yield curve inversion. And every time that we break below this black line on the 2 to 10-year yield curve, this is when the 2-year exceeds the 10-year yield. We actually tend to see a recession come shortly after that happens. So as we can see here, around 1979, just before that, we did have that 2-year 10-year yield curve inversion, so the 2-year exceeded the 10-year. Then what happened? We had a recession around 1982. Just before that, we saw the same thing happen. Then a recession around 1991. Before that, okay, we can see that the same thing happened. Then we led into a recession around 2000. We had the same thing, and then in 2002 we had that recession, and then again, 2006 we had the 2-year exceed the 10-year, and then 2008 we had the 2007, 2008 we had that recession. So For a question for you guys, do you think, because we have seen the 2-year exceed that 10-year, do you think this could be sort of early signs that we are heading into that recession?
Hell yeah, we're
I'm
already
that,
in a recession.
100%.
Hell
Yeah, we're in a recession. It's gonna get worse, bro.
Yeah, well, well, here's I mean, you brought up a good point. Like, why are you getting paid more money to invest short term than long term, right?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
What I think
because it all comes down to confidence. No one is confident to park 10 grand or $10 million over 10 years. They'd rather do it for 2 years.
Yeah, and you know what? And the scary thing about some of the other times that this has flipped, there's been a very acute situations that have happened globally, particularly here in the U.S. So you had the .com bubble in 2000, and then in 2008 you had the housing market crash, which was cascading effects. You also had, you had Japan's currency back in the 80s being a catalyst as well. For some economic turmoil. And what concerns me here is that on a global scale, we have a lot of conflicting issues that go against economic prosperity. You have energy crisis. You have supply chain crisis. You have pandemic crisis that we're still dealing with. You have this geopolitical mess. We got China flexing on Taiwan, who makes computer chips, which power the infrastructure for this world. So two things: energy and technology are really the backbone of
the world.
Of the world, yeah, especially of the financial world, and what everything's built on, and everything's in question right now. And then on top of it, you got just massive inflation here in the U.S. and we're dealing with the ramifications of it. And so the fact that people think that we're just going to reverse straight out of this and just moonshot, it's a pipe dream. Not saying it's not possible, but at this point, me just looking at it, I'm like, at what point are we gonna see something different? And then on top of that, the treasuries is a measure of economics. The treasury bonds, you can literally, for our crypto people, think of it as the order books for the United States. Think of it as the order books for the U.S. government. If you ain't buying, if the order books is all sell, what do you think that project looks like? What do you think the government looks like when nobody wants to buy your bonds? And you got to keep upping the interest rates just to entice some people. You're dangling a carrot, and you got the Treasury Secretary saying, "Hey, if you ain't buying these bonds, we'll just buy them ourselves." How does that look? That's
They have to, or else the country would literally go bankrupt. It would collapse.
Yeah.
And so I don't think people are understanding the implications of the bond market and this whole liquidity crisis. I mean, for the Treasury Secretary to come out and say we're facing a liquidity crisis, they won't even come out and say we're in freaking recession, but they'll come out and say we're having a liquidity crisis in the bond market, arguably the most important market in the entire world.
It's literally the order books for the U.S. government.
That's what kind of blows my mind here. So, but again, the Fed's not going to have a choice. If they have to come in, scoop up some of these Treasury securities, they're going to have to. As a matter of fact, I don't care how high inflation is. It could be 40%. If they need to print money to buy Treasury securities, they're going to have to print money to buy Treasury securities. It sucks, but it is what it is. AJ,
so you're advocating for printing more money in this situation?
Over collapse of the country? Yes.
I mean, you gotta let things shake out, bro. That's how.
Okay.
Otherwise,
I'm not even going to get into this argument with you because we have a guest on. But AJ, any other charts you wanted to show? Maybe something you're seeing or anything you're excited about?
Yeah, so we can have a look at Ethereum as well, and I know you wanted to touch on Matic, so we can have a quick look at that as well. Yeah. But for Ethereum, I'm sort of seeing the same story as Bitcoin. We're looking at the daily here instead of the 4 hour that we're looking on Bitcoin. But so from this pivot high to this pivot low here, we have this golden pocket coming in, which as we can see, we're finding a bit of resistance at right now. We also have the confluence with this value area sort of high here on the VPVR. This next cluster of volume that's coming in. So there is a lot of resistance coming in at this level around, $1,570 approximately. And previously we've had some control down here. That has acted as a really nice support as we got the break towards the upside of that POC, the point of control, and that's we've seen this push towards because of that. We can argue as well that. We've also seen this Ethereum price rises to 1,500 as a CFTC chairman declares Bitcoin and Ethereum as commodities. So that's another reason why I think we have seen this push towards the upside. But right now, with Bitcoin, with Ethereum here as well, I'm seeing a lot of resistance coming in. So I would expect a pullback sort of in the shorter term. Yes, if we were able to get above these resistance levels, I do think we could see the price actually push to the next sort of cluster of resistance. So if we take another fib from the high to the low here, we can see that we have another cluster of volume here that's coming in line with this golden pocket as well. So that's the next level I would be looking at the price coming to if we could break this resistance. So I'd expect the price to come up to maybe $1,700. However, if we are going to see this rejection from this resistance, which right now it looks more likely because we are getting this red candle printing now, then there is a possibility that we could come all the way back down to sort of the point of control and the previous sort of value area high here at around $1,330, because what we can see is we've got this massive gap in this in the VPVR here, and what we tend to see when we've got these big gaps is that the price just smashes through that gap and then goes to the next sort of volume high volume area, which is here. We can see the example here, we can see the example previously here as well. So we broke it here, and then we saw the price absolutely tank down to sort of establish new levels. And we've seen the exact same scenario here. We've broken up and we've seen the price absolutely pump all the way up to this next level here. So if we were to get a rejection, I would expect to see a pretty sharpish move back down to this level here, approximately around the $1,330 level. And going back to that DXY as well, holding support and potentially pushing towards the upside, it's just not looking too good for us right now. Of course, if we can break this, then yes, we could see the crypto market rally. But if we're going to hold support and we're going to come back up to the top of this potential even bull flag on the DXY, then we could then we are going to see the crypto market pull back again. I also know that you wanted to touch on Matic, and Joe, to be honest with you, Matic for me was actually looking fairly, because we were having this falling wedge here. We had this falling wedge, we found support, respecting it really nicely, resistance as well, respecting that really, really nicely. We got the break towards the upside here, we got the retest and then the bounce, and then we've seen the price actually push towards the upside. Now, a lot of technical analysis, they would look at this and say, oh, the price is going to $1 because the technical target is actually at the top of this falling wedge. However, what a lot of people don't take into consideration is the resistance before that price, and the resistance that we're coming into now is, again, like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, we're coming into a big cluster of. So from the pivot high to the pivot low, we have this golden pocket coming in as well. So the 0.618, the 0.66 Fibonacci level, that's coming in as resistance here, in confluence with the previous high here, which is going to come in as resistance. And then we have the value area high as well of the range, and you can see that's acting as resistance right there as well. So we have a cluster of resistance here. So if we were to get a rejection, I would expect the price of Matic to actually pull back. And I know for Polygon, Matic, there has been some bullish news that has come out recently, which is we've seen this the upside. But for me, there's a lot of resistance coming in. If we cannot get above that resistance, then the lot of it is that it's going to come back down, potentially back to the value area low at around 0.81 cents. So that's what I'm looking at for Matic right now. There's a resistance, and I would expect a pullback if we cannot get above this resistance. And going back to that DXY as well, if we're going to see that push toward the upside, the crypto market, the whole crypto market, the whole traditional market is most likely going to pull back.
That's some good stuff, man. Rob, you got anything else? No. AJ, bring your face back.
I'm taking it off.
Anything? So we're gonna let you go here in a minute. But anything you wanna say, or we'll kind of leave it pretty general. Anything exciting happening on your channel anytime or coming up soon, or anything you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, actually, on our channel, we're actually putting together a free course for people. So we're bringing our guys on our channel, we're bringing them a free course that gives them sort of the fundamental side of things, which Ben is obviously going to be teaching, and then myself, I'm going to be teaching the technical analysis side of things. So we do have that free course that is in the works right now, hopefully getting that out soon. And yeah, that's what sort of everyone's waiting for on our channel. And yeah, of course, on the TA side, I'm going to teach everything I know about technical analysis, everything I've learned over the 3 years that I have been doing it. And then Ben, who's going to be talking about the fundamental side of things. And, you know, there's going to be NFTs on there as well, which I think Ben's going to do, is going to go down the NFT route a little bit more than me, because personally for me, I'll stay away from the NFTs. Right now, they're just pictures on a screen for me. But yeah, I see the future, but right now, I'll leave that to him. But yeah, that's what's happening on our channel at the moment.
Awesome, man. Well, we appreciate you taking the time to come on. Guys, go subscribe to Satoshi Society on YouTube. The link is in the description of this video. AJ, thank you so much for your time, my friend. And tell your friend, tell your business partner, Ben, we look forward to maybe bringing you guys both on one day.
Yeah, that'd be exciting. Thank you very much for having me, and I love what you guys are doing. And yeah, I'm excited to speak to you again soon.
Appreciate it, AJ. Take care.
Awesome.
You too.
All right, that was some good TA, man.
Yeah, I love getting
different viewpoints.
Yeah, man. You know, there's a lot of channels that just they stick to like one guy, and you only get one perspective. And it's like we got this rotating door of different people that come in.
It's a revolving door. Now, he talked about Matic, okay, and he prefaced some big news with Matic. Well, big news with Matic. The adoption is booming. Crypto payments processor BitPay will begin to support Polygon's Matic token starting this week, guys. This week. Users will now be able to make payments at several global merchants with Polygon's native token via the most popular Polygon wallets. Also, users of the BitPay app can also buy, store, swap, and spend Matic and several other supported ERC20 tokens on Polygon. Polygon hosts over 53,000 decentralized apps as of the end of September, with over 174.9 million unique user addresses and $5 billion in assets secured. Polygon proof of stake has, or sorry, point of sale has processed more than 2.1, sorry, proof of stake, my apologies. I thought we were talking about BitPay. Polygon's proof of stake has processed more than 2.1 billion transactions to date. Man, is there a better project that's just gobbling up like partnerships left and right than Polygon?
Dude, we say it over and over again. The best projects build and make partnerships in the bear market. And the one that is straight leading the pack,
they are crushing
is Polygon. Disney, was it Google as well?
Google, Disney,
BitPay now. I mean,
Reddit,
and the fact
the
that
wallet,
the fact that
Robinhood,
yeah, Robinhood,
it's guys. Someone said, I don't know why you would buy Polygon and when you can buy Algorand or Cardano. Nothing wrong with Algorand or Cardano.
On a short-term window.
When we do research every single day, and all you constantly see is partnership after partnership, and not just small ones. We're talking massive companies. I mean, is there a company bigger than Disney? I know technically there is, but like when you say Disney, name me one person that doesn't know Disney.
They probably got one of the most recognizable brands in the world.
That's what I'm saying,
I mean,
guys.
Mickey Mouse is straight up like...
I'm not saying Ada and Algorand are not good buys, okay? But God, guys, Polygon with the tokenomics, the #1 layer 2 on the largest ecosystem in the smart contract space. The first, and I believe only, I could be wrong, carbon negative, which is, I know we don't really, we think the carbon credits or carbon negative thing is BS, but companies, enterprises care. They care. And so, man, I'm super bullish on Polygon.
Especially with the Shanghai upgrade, which will address throughput, scaling, and gas fees
on the ETH
network. That is not going to supposedly happen until October, November of next year. And that's if they stay the course. So probably they'll delay it. Even if it is on time, I mean, they got another full year of running room where they're really, realistically, the only scalable solution for the Ethereum network, right? And so, you know, you bring up Algorand, Cardano, Avalanche, like, sure. XRP, sure. These will, in my opinion, I think all of those will outpace Polygon in the long term. But on a short term buy, man, it don't get much sexier than that, man. That might be, if you were to segue, if you were to take Polygon now, not financial advice, take Polygon now, get out of Polygon right at the beginning of the bull run, take those profits, roll them over into one of your favorite layer ones. I think the timing, you'll just crush it, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
I think you take Polygon, enter now, sell, say, February, March of 2024, roll that into, say, Cardano at $1.10. At that point, you know, you're starting to go into the bull market. And then just ride that wave all the way up to wherever. Or,
you guys, Polygon was on an absolute tear before everything came crashing down. Remember that. An absolute tear. So
and that's just on the playing it safe side. Also, there's no stopping. Let's just say that ETH gas fees get down to $1.50. Okay? That's pretty damn good, right?
yeah.
$1.50. Let's say you're in the middle of a bull market. Gas fees for ETH are $1.50. People probably don't mind paying that, right? You wouldn't mind paying $1.50 for a transaction, right?
I mean,
I'm just saying, you personally.
no, personally, no, because
right.
I paid thousands.
But now, let's take that same business model. Let's add $1.50, and let's say that you are leveraging the Ethereum network and you processing 10,000 transactions per day. Now, your $1.50 is now $15,000 of overhead a day in gas fees. So as a company, a corporation, or a business that is facilitating that amount of transactions per volume, it's still, with transaction fees being at $1.50 as an example, it's still a no-brainer to go use Polygon, which would be a penny, right?
Right.
So that's where I'm getting at. So even though this whole ETH upgrade might alleviate
Rob,
and fix problems, it could still just make Polygon even sexier because you're going to bring more people into the ecosystem, and yet you probably don't have the throughput at that point to ditch the Polygon business model. And so as a company or as an institution or as a
institution.
Company or institution, it is, if you need massive amount of transactions, it's still advantageous for you to use Polygon. And that's why we're seeing company after company go with Polygon.
And here's the thing. I know I say this all the time, but what do I say all the time?
Stupid stuff?
Yes. I'm drawing a blank. Oh, no. Vitalik. I would prefer smart contracts be ran on layer 2s, not the mainnet. There you go. All right, let's move on. Rob, do you remember the uproar that happened on social media when PayPal updated its terms of service, stating they will take $2,500 out of your account?
Yes.
And then they walked back. Well, guess what? After taking 2 steps back, they've now taken 5 steps forward. PayPal again updates their terms of service, hoping that you will not notice. The clause that was a mistake and was never intended to be included in PayPal's terms of service, according to them, magically ended up back. The promotion
mistake again?
Yeah.
Okay. No way.
Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on thee. The promotion of hate, violence, racial, or other forms of intolerance is what will cause PayPal to take $2,500 out of your account for voicing opinions that they don't agree with. Shortly after the criticism on social media died down, after the first snafu, it was added back into the terms of service with equally ambiguous language. If you are a seller and receive funds for transactions that violate the acceptable use policy, then in addition to being subject to the above actions, you will be liable to PayPal for the amount of $2,500. Bro, cancel PayPal. Like, this, literally the Constitution, the first thing, freedom of speech, okay? I'm not saying I agree with people using racial slurs or whatever the case may be, right? I'm not advocating for that. It's wrong. But for a company to have autonomous control over whether you say something that they don't agree with or that they don't like, they can just go in and take $2,500 out of your account? What?
You know, I love pushing back on you, David, but
you can't. There's no way.
There's nothing I can.
There's zero.
There's really nothing. I got
Like,
nothing. It's idiotic, bro.
Like, literally.
Who determines what the
but
facts are?
But why would... Okay, but that's besides the point. What blows my mind is you do this first, you get backlash, you walk back, and you do it again.
And you know what they said first time? They accidentally put it in.
Yeah,
it was never meant to be there.
So what is it now? Dude, like, it is such... Like, guys... Internet, like, people can find information on you about anything on the internet, anything. So if you think you can skate away and lie and not say something and be sneaky, you can't.
Did you believe him the first time?
Hell no.
Yeah, I didn't either.
Like, you know how long in the process it takes to get something added or take it out of your terms of service?
That's literally written by
drafted.
lawyers. It's not like some guy at a desk putting together a tweet for the company. Like, this is literally lawyers sitting down. All right, how do we phrase this one? All right, how do we deduct $2,500 in a way that sounds polite and
dude? It kind of boggles me, bro. It boggles my mind. Like, do they want to go bankrupt? Like, I used PayPal once or twice. I hate it.
My question though is, who the hell is keeping $2,500 in their PayPal account?
Well, some people.
I'm sure there are some people. I'm just saying that, like,
on there.
Who the hell?
And some people use
Who
it as
the
a bank
hell
account.
has?
People use it as a bank account, Robert.
No, but you gotta think about PayPal. If you have a store and people use PayPal to pay in your store, you have a lot of fun. Actually, you can have $100,000 in there.
Right.
And this is why that's. It's not for a peer-to-peer person sending money. It's more like a business using it. You know, if you are a major seller online, you use a PayPal as a payment.
Especially with crypto and HPL. So we have two HPs. We have the OG HP and then we have HPL, which is HP Lightning. He said the only fact here is PayPal chart is about to look like Meta. True. I mean, there's really not much else to say. Right? I mean, we all in agreement here. I believe us here in the studio and you watching. PayPal, they about to get canceled. All right, let's move on.
I'm telling you, they're one like small business owner and a local news reporter away from being an absolute underwater deep doo-doo.
Hey, you want to talk about bankruptcy?
Yeah,
bro.
could you imagine? Be like, I'm going to go out of business. How do you do the Italian accent?
I'm going to go out of a business.
Yeah.
Chiudiamo, dai, festa.
He said, took the 2,500.
What the hell is going on?
I can't pay rent.
All right. Robin did mention earlier in the show, talked about Meta. Well, Meta suffers $3.7 billion loss in the metaverse. Wait. In Q3.
Damn. What?
Meta's Reality Labs, which is what's behind their metaverse project, suffered heavy losses in the third quarter of the year and hemorrhaged nearly $3.7 billion in 3 months. The company's overall earnings have also dropped to dropped $5.7 billion in this quarter three. This is a quote from Meta, the Meta team, the metaverse team, Reality Labs. Quote, "We do anticipate that Reality Labs' operating losses in 2023 will grow significantly year over year. Beyond 2023, we expect to pace Reality Labs' investments such that we can achieve our goal of growing overall company operating income in the long term." A lot of people are saying,
Lord.
okay, Rob, let me ask you this question. If you are a big shareholder in Meta.
I follow a lot of Meta because I'm very. I think they're going to be the leader when it comes to VR.
Are they going to even make it, bro? Are they going to make it?
They could.
I mean,
they could take a lot of punches because they have a lot of money in the bank.
But Robin, 3.7 billion in one quarter, bro. With borrowing getting expensive and in a recession, do you think they can make it if they keep hemorrhaging money like this? I mean, they don't have an unlimited amount of money.
I'll say this. First of all, Meta we are in a recessionary period, right? And so consumers are spending less money, right? And so one of the first things that gets cut back in corporate spending is marketing. And what is the backbone of Meta?
Marketing.
Yeah, they're a social media platform that relies heavily on ads. And so if your business model is reliant on companies coming in and buying ad space on your platform, when you're in a recession, they're making cuts. We're seeing the price of Meta's stock drop significantly. And that is, I think, at the core, the biggest reason. Now, they're going face first, head down, dive in, whatever you want to call it. They're going all in on this metaverse thing. And unfortunately, the tech is just still a little too far away for there be enough excitement to bring in new investment into the space. And you know what? This whole Quest headset 2 Pro that came out, the new one, their new version, it's a little underwhelming. It's a little. First of all, the price tag coming in at $1,500, a little high. No, they're a little high.
You said you were going to spend money on it. You said you were going to buy it.
Get one though. I ain't gonna lie.
You're going to buy it?
A little augmented reality as well. Anyways, well, I got a little extra disposable income. Your boy making a lot of money on NFTs lately. How you doing? Anyways, where I'm getting at is that it was not another headset. Basically, think of it if you're in the console world. Instead of getting the new Xbox for Christmas, instead of them releasing the new Xbox and being like, hey, we got a new Xbox here. Or, hey, we got the new PlayStation 5. You know what you got? You got the PlayStation Slim. You got the Xbox One S. You got the Nintendo Wii Deluxe.
Wellington Deluxe.
And so you got all of these different... You did not get the next stage. You just got an upgrade in the hardware. And the upgrade in the hardware went from $399 to $1,499.
Dang.
And the features that come with it, not that significant.
But you're still going to buy it.
Me personally, but who else is going to buy it? How many people in the chat here are going to dish out $1,500 to play the same game that is available on the Quest 2 that for $399?
Double thumb down.
Yeah. So
it's a negative for me.
Yeah, man. I mean, honestly, I'll sell something
the
stupid.
The same argument can be made for the Dave desk. Why you want to buy a new desk?
Guys, I got to be honest with you. I was getting ready to buy a desk, and then I lost my laptop.
How do you lose a laptop,
bro? I am so upset, man. It was a $2,000 laptop. I had my hardware wallet in there.
I have to use this Chromebook here. It doesn't even have Windows or anything.
The screen is black all the time.
That's like a $200 laptop.
It like weighs.
I bought it for my wife to send emails and stuff. So, yeah. I'd rather a lot of talk about.
Yeah, you lose a laptop and then you take my laptop. That's
mine's coming in tomorrow. Probably not going to be here for the show, but anyways. But look, someone said the chart's bleeding. Here's the chart. It is bleeding. Down 25% today.
Wow. Today?
Today. Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah. 161 million in volume.
That is why the Nasdaq's down 1.7%.
That's what I said. Meta. Their earnings are down too, and then so there we go, guys.
Kyler,
let's
Kyler, Vegas free baller. He said he is going to not buy a headset.
What?
Guys, this stock was at $378 like a year ago. $98.
I bought it at $23.
You bought Meta at $23?
Facebook, yeah.
Huh.
Like recently?
No.
Well, obviously not recently.
Oh, I didn't know where the price was. I thought it like dipped.
It hasn't been $23. So Rocco, you bought this a while ago, huh?
Yeah, like 8 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, 2013. Yeah.
How much of that is? How much
There you go,
of that
Rocco.
buy? Yeah.
How many shares did you buy?
I don't know. I don't remember. I sold
You have any left?
140. No, I didn't keep any.
Good man. You're a good man, Rocco. Yeah.
I was going to say, man, you can go buy a VR headset with them profits.
Or you can buy me a laptop with those profits as well.
Well, nice desk.
Or a nice desk, yes.
I love the fact that Ben hated your desk.
Jimmy liked that Ben hated my desk. Oh, man. Guys, leave my desk alone, please. We're done.
Yeah.
We're done?
Finito la música.
Couple things. I'm really excited about. We got our Halloween special
I don't know what I'm going to dress up as.
coming up.
Guys, you have any suggestions? What should I dress up as? Let me know.
What about Around the Blockchain today, right?
Oh, yeah, a couple things. So, I will be on Around the Blockchain this afternoon.
ATB.
We have a Halloween special coming up Monday where we're going to bring guests on the show. They're going to dress up as well.
Lifer will be here. So if you're from the Lifer community.
That's right. And then
We were talking about this. We want to have like the dopest Halloween special show. Mm-hmm. It's like guest here, guest there, guest there, guest there.
Okay.
yeah, that's right. Maybe Chris Kringle.
Who?
Oh no,
Henry?
What?
That's Santa Claus. Never mind.
Chris Kringle.
The grunge.
Okay.
I was
going to dress up as Sam Bankman-Fried.
Ooh. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sure.
It'll be a good show, man.
Yeah.
So we got that. We got a bunch of people coming on the show. Well, actually, let me stop there. We got Lifer coming on the show. We're trying to get more people on the show, so we'll see how that plays out.
Okay.
And then we'll be filming a street interview here in Las Vegas over the weekend, and that'll be a costume. Because if you've been to Vegas on the weekend of Halloween, no shortage of Halloween outfits and interesting characters. So we're gonna be out there with Mike's People's Face. So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
Straight up. That's it.
Go. All
right. Guys, go follow us on Soch. We're on TikTok. We're on Twitter. We're on Instagram. Rocco, where else are we?
Discord.
We're on Discord. Go join our community ran Discord.
Yeah.
Big shout out to Marky Mark who set that up.
The link is pinned on the chat. Yeah.
And Crypto Billy says, dress up like BitBoy.
Interesting. I don't have the money to buy his Gucci shirts and blueberry jackets. But anyways, if you're new to the stream, if you're your first time, welcome to the Sinner community. In all seriousness, guys, we're growing fast. And we couldn't have done it without you guys. So everyone that's been here since day one, since 1,000 subs, 2,000 subs, and everyone that's joined recently, welcome. We believe we have the most loyal, excited, lively community and most giving community in crypto. And so we're happy to have you be part of it. Also, if you want some merch, go check out our merch store. Finally, if you want to support the channel and become a member, the link to that is in the description as well. Rocco?
Yes, do it.
Finger tornado. Friends, family, friends of family, and family of friends. We want to thank you so much for almost ending your week here with us at Sin City Crypto. Big shout out to AJ from Satoshi Society. Go support their channel. Subscribe on behalf of myself, Robin, and the Don Rocco Bottacelli. We love you guys. We will see you tomorrow, Forest Day. We'll see you tomorrow.
A lot of XRP on there.
That's right, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. See you guys. XRP.
XRP. Kenny, is Kenny in here? Bullish Kenny G, my biggest hater. We had Filecoin news, bro. And I skipped over it just for you, my friend. The Bird Larry. That's right.
Yeah, guys. Show from my house. I'll probably have Larry with me.
Yeah, go support Rob on Around the Blockchain, guys. You know what I want? You know what I want to happen? I want, when we're on another show, I want like our community to be so loud that the other people are gonna be like, these people are crazy, man. They're insane. Bring these people back because they're gonna bring their community with them, and they're loud, they're fun, they're engaging. That's what I want, and that's something we're building. It's gonna be exciting. What'd you say?
Just don't get blocked. Don't go too crazy.
Yeah, like Rocco got blocked. Boop boop beep bop boop boop beep bop bop. Yeah.
Okay.
Toyota truck for $7,500 off the lot. Damn. I love Toyota. I'm a Toyota guy. Dennis Knowledge Johns. What's up, my friend? Alien fan, huh?
Hola!
Hola, hola, hola.
I'm going home.
All right. Love y'all. We're doing an afternoon video. We haven't done it in a while. We'll get one out by 4 p.m. today. Make sure you check that out. All right. See you later. Peace.